Are you in love with football? And what about sports betting? Do you want to earn really big money from it? Experts of BetFac prepare dozens of solid and safe predictions with high odds every day, so you can win a lot and stably. Just sign up through the link in the description and punish your bookie.
Ozil, flicked on by Aubameyang. Mkhitaryan, 1-0 Arsenal! Mkhitaryan, Aubameyang! Jingle! A good Gunners' day at last.
It felt a really good energy around the stadium at the Emirates on Saturday, didn't it? I mean, is that the new signings, do you think, or is it just perhaps a new sort of generation, a new different team for Arsene Wenger?
Maybe a bit of relief as well, because everybody was dreading the Sanchez departure, weren't they? Oh, you would be silly to take that as, whoa, everything's going to be okay now, we're going to kick on. And because it's that defensive side when they're tested, as we know only too well, as was seen at Swansea the other week. You know, it was just so lax, and you know, there's no suggestion that that's going to be remedied.
The best way for us is to have the ball. It's the best way to defend and to take the game to them. And I know the importance of this game for over 20 years, but for us it's an opportunity to come back in the table, closer to the Champions League spot, and that is the priority.
The new signings have given them a lift, haven't they? Aubameyang, his pace was great, wasn't it? Mkhitaryan, they seem to have an immediate link, obviously, from Dortmund days. Mkhitaryan, I think, he's probably got a lot to prove, isn't he? Unhappy time at United. He's made for Arsene Wenger, isn't he?
Exactly. He's coming from a team that demands so much of you, and then he comes down to Arsenal and it's, OK, lads, go out there and express yourselves. He will enjoy that type of management, that style. He'd have been disappointed by that time at Old Trafford, and he'll want to remind everybody what a good player he is.
I don't want to find excuses. I don't want to blame anyone. But I'm happy that this is in the past already. I'm starting a new chapter in my life, in my football career, and I'm very happy to be here.
The obvious comparison is Tottenham's main man and their sort of playmaker, Christian Eriksen, as compared to Mesut Ozil.
Maybe Eriksen will give you a longer stretch of high-quality performance. And maybe he hasn't got in his makeup what Ozil has at times. Because under Pochettino, you know, you have got to subscribe to that work ethic without the ball. Maybe that's the big difference between the two.
Going forward, the one that always catches my eye is Son. He just seems to have been a bit of an unsung hero. I really think he's such a valuable squad player, isn't he? Never complains when he's not picked, always does a great job.
Obviously his work rate speaks for itself, and plays with a smile on his face. I mean, he is a player you enjoy watching.
I guess we've become used to Spurs being sort of real title challengers. They've fallen short in that regard, aren't they? And they're fifth in the table at the moment. It's a scrap for top four this season.
Yeah.
When we measure people that succeed in football, we always try to find the context. But if you only measure about titles, fair, not fair, is another thing. I think we deserve a lot of credit after 200 official games in Tottenham, eh? A lot.
Arsenal must beat Tottenham. Tottenham must beat Arsenal.
Where do you think we are with sort of power shift in North London?
There's a good chance that Tottenham could finish ahead of them again. Does that constitute a power shift? No, I think that's got to happen for 5 or 6 years. And also, Tottenham have got to win some silverware.
It felt like last time Spurs were absolutely nailed on, weren't they, to win that game at the Emirates? And it felt like a performance of defiance as much as anything from Arsenal, didn't it?
Arsenal beats Spurs. Where's that power shift now?
This kind of occasion, John, suits Arsenal. You know, you saw what they were like at Swansea, where the blood's not pumping so much. Those big occasions, I think they get up for it, and there's almost a sense of we're going to show everyone.
Arsenal feel as if they've got a little hold over Wembley at the moment. I mean, you know, I'm sure Arsene Wenger will play into that with his team talks. Who do you think starts favourites?
Not much in it, but you'd probably say Spurs. It's going to be a close one. I really believe that. You know, listen, if Arsenal turn up and play the way that they did at home with that real intensity, that aggression to the play, if they reach those levels, it's going to be really close.